Hey there guys, how's it going? So, I have this kind of medieval loving cup type form. I've got the handles on, it's going to have faces eventually. But before I do any of that, I just wanted to show you something I like to do with my handles. So you have this little bottom transition here, and you get that little sharp internal angle there. Now a lot of people leave that just the way it is, but I find it makes it hard to clean, and you kind of get gunk in there. And it just doesn't look as smooth, and sometimes if you're not careful you can get a little sharp spot right there, and those are none of those things we want. So what I do is I pack a little wedge in there. So you see here I've scored the inside of the handle and the side of the pot there, and then I take a little coil and make this kind of wedge shape. See, it's flat on top, and I make the bottom into a little wedge. I just take a little brush and just dab a little bit of vinegar onto that scoring. Now I like to use vinegar. It kind of flocculates the surface of the clay and makes a good strong join. So then all I do is I just set that little wedge down into place and kind of push it down. And then I just take a pointy stick. You can use a skewer or whatever, but I like my little pointy stick. Let's see if I can show you. I just use the point of that and kind of press it all down in. Now you don't want a big proud thing, but you do want to keep it a little rounded. You know, we want to smooth out that transition a little bit, and then I'll turn it around. Of course, can't see what I'm doing there. You see we've got it to that point. And then I take the edge of my stick and kind of press it. I'm kind of pressing up into the handle and into the wall. I just want to stretch out. Now I've scored a little further. If y'all watch my videos before, you know I like to really spread out a join. So just go ahead and smear that up. So you can see that there, kind of joined. I'll do the other side real quick. All right. And then I just take the point of the tool and just kind of scrape through the joint. Let's see if I can show you here. Just kind of, you want to be careful not to dig, you know. Of course, I clear my tool off on the edge of my bench as I'm going. And then I take the very point and strike up the side. You see there, starting to get nice and clean. Don't worry, we'll smooth it all out. And I do the same on the other side. Yeah, you just want to take your time to really kind of try to get it clean. You see there, we got the makings of a nice handle pack. You can already tell the difference. Then to finish it out, all I do is I take that brush with a little vinegar on it again. I like to dab it off a bit so it's not soaking wet. And I just smooth my work out there. And you know, we're going to clean this up a little bit more later once it stiffens a bit, but you know, those little touches can really make it for you. It's just those little touches, and it's something that people hardly notice, but it does impact the overall finish of the piece. And of course, I'm a glutton for punishment with all those little touches, but but I just wanted to show you a little thing I like to do. And then you can come back in and just kind of clear a few things up with a sponge a little bit if you want. See there, just a nice, I don't know whether you can see it, but I'll clean it up a little bit more later. Just nice little transition there. But I'm going to do the other ones. I just wanted to show you all that little trick. Maybe something for you to try. Maybe not, I don't know, but I showed you anyhow. But I hope y'all are well and taking care of yourself and each other's, remembering to love the best you can, and trying to be good, you know. But anyways, y'all enjoy, and I'll talk to you later, okay guys? Bye-bye.